Hiya, it's Courtney, and I am here to finish my story time from yesterday. I get the question a lot, like, why didn't you go to the police? And so I'm going to answer that question. And I wanted to also show y'all this look. I asked my husband to pick out a color today. I was like, pick out a color of glitter. And he picked this really bright yellow color. And I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do with that? Like, I don't ever use yellow. I use gold and that kind of stuff, but like yellow's off my radar usually. But I'm glad he picked that because it made me go out of my comfort zone. Here's my little outfit of the day. I'm going to have to wear like a little black cardigan or something over top of this, but I just thought this shirt matched too perfectly not to wear it with this. So, so when all this happened, I did go to the police, but the problem was I didn't realize my stuff was even missing until about 2 weeks later, and didn't realize what had happened until about a week and a half after that. That's whenever I put two and two together and was like, oh my god, it had to have been him, because that's the only person that was carrying stuff out of my house that I wouldn't have noticed. So by the time that I talked to the police about it, it's hard to tell where the stuff was. I'm guessing either pawn shops or one of those gold melting places, which is horrible because if you think about it, that stuff meant so much to me because it was my mother's. But to him, it was just dollar signs in his eyes. He knew what a hard time I was going through, and how much I missed her, and like how much anguish I was in. And still his addiction drove him. I don't even think it was his addiction. I think he was just a psychopath, honestly. He was crazy. He did not care for other human life. So, I think even if he wouldn't have been an addict, he would have done it for one reason or another. But it's crazy because my favorite ring, the ring that meant the most to me, cost $8. My dad paid $8 for it. And it was just a little pink sapphire. $8. But it meant more than money to me, because it was the first ring that my dad ever bought my mom. So it meant a lot. And that really sucks, because I will never get any of that back, ever. Oh, and the reason why I couldn't do anything about it was because not only it's hard to tell where the stuff was, but you have to have photographic evidence that the jewelry pieces are yours. And my mom had just passed a few months before that. The last thing I was worried about was having a photo catalog of all the jewelry she gave me. And, you know, I wanted to wear it. I wanted to, she wore these necklaces close to her heart. That's what I wanted. I didn't care about the money. I didn't care about what they were worth. So why would I make a catalog of them? I would have never sold them. I don't care how bad I got into drugs. I always kept a job, and I always hustled to get my own, so I never had to steal or bribe or, lie to get my stuff, luckily. And I'm not putting people down that have had to do that, because I know how it is. I had a lot of friends, and I get it. So I'm not putting nobody down, because everybody's story is different. Point being, no, I probably would have done things I shouldn't have been too, had I not, been lucky enough to keep jobs and that kind of stuff up until about the last year, maybe 2 years. I got really bad to the point where I was not functioning. So I just had to double hustle to get everything. But anyways, point being is, like, it just really sucked because, I don't know if I just told the whole story or not. I think I got everything out that I wanted to say. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I love you guys, and let me know if you want to hear more stories like this. Um, like I said, I'm going to start writing down bullet points on stories that I want to tell so that I can get it out a little faster and a little smoother, because ADD is not a good thing to have when you're trying to tell story times. Alright, y'all, I'm get ready to go to the dollar store and get some shit that I need. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and I hope you spend it with somebody that you love. Bye.